I'm over here at my friend's house, and I noticed one day driving by that he had a couple mango trees that had been knocked back by the cold, and I just offered. I said, "Hey, let me graft your trees. They've died down to the rootstock. Let me go ahead and graft them." And he said, "Sure, yeah, they haven't done anything." And I grafted them for him maybe like 3 years ago, and it took about a year and a half, 2 years for him to finally fruit. This one right here is a Cogshall. Cogshall is what it's spelled like, but I think it's pronounced Cogshall. And that one's Maha Chanok, a rainbow mango, really good fruit. I don't know if the little one's fruited much. I know the big one has, and it stays really wet here, which is really interesting. That I've heard the Maha, if it gets too wet, it's not going to taste any good. Well, I've seen this sitting in water for 5 days or more, just saturated from all the rain. I come by right now to prune it for him, and I do want to steal one fruit if I can. I think there's one on the inside I'd like to take, but I just wanted to show some of the fruit there. I just want to take one, but these are they're probably the best mango I've had. Small seed, not a lot of fiber. I grafted on 3 Scions, I think. There's 3 separate grafts. They all took, every graft took. And I'm just gonna pick one fruit. I think it's right here, if you don't mind. Take this guy right here. Yeah, that thing's ready to go. It's got that little bit of blush. Wow, glad I grafted it. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah,
Thank you.
And it's barely leaking a little bit of sap. I'm gonna throw that right there temporarily, and I'm gonna prune the tree up a little bit. Nothing crazy, but just so he can cover it a little better. This one doesn't need any pruning at all. I'm just gonna leave it the way it is. It's really beautiful. So, yeah, all right, here I go. There, yeah, we're live. I'm just gonna walk around, and we're gonna take some cuts just like this. Already wants to kind of grow right here. And I don't want to go crazy on it, but I do want to cut it back, kind of right at the crotches there. Could go heavy, but I don't really want to go too heavy on it. Kind of a light pruning. I'm sure there's a mango expert out there that says, you know, do it this way, do it that way. Definitely want to take off some of this top here. These would be good cuttings too. Might distribute some of these. This is one of my favorite varieties. Just kind of knock it back to right wherever you saw the flowers. Just cut it right back behind that. So that's what I'm doing.
The ones that we gave away, friends of ours told us they were the best mangoes they've ever had.
I believe it.
And a couple of them were from Puerto Rican descent.
They know.
And they got them over there. They said they got them all the time.
Right, that exactly. They're not just.
And they said they never had anything as good.
I believe that.
Well, it took me a long time to learn that store-bought stuff is not necessarily the best. It's what grows good for the growers, I think.
Yeah, and what's local? Whatever's local. I know you got a fruit in here somewhere. I don't want to cut that off.
You're right next to it.
Yeah, I'm not going to cut that.
Yeah, that's fine. It is hard to cover when it gets this big.
And you got a little bit of the allergy to the sap, huh?
Yes, I do. I won't touch this stuff, any of it, without gloves.
Yeah, I bet you. We'll find out if I have it. I think I have it a little bit, but nothing crazy.
Well, as a kid, I was really sensitive to poison ivy.
Oh yeah, that's related.
And everything I've read says it'll get worse as you get older.
Yeah, that makes sense. They kind of toxins build up in your system. Really trying to knock it back at the top so you have an easier time covering it.
I'm gonna put my hand up next to the fruit just to give you an idea of the size.
And they get bigger too.
And I'm not gonna touch it, but there it is. It's pretty good size.
You know, it's good not to touch them too because it'll just make them look ugly. They get spotted up, and it's like a piece of artwork. People when they come to your farm, they want to just touch something that's real pretty. You'll be the first one to get a black spot.
Oh, I didn't know that. But
Yeah. A couple branches I gotta hit at the top that are just a little ratty, but that's it. Thanks a lot, neighbor.
well, thank you.
Yeah, I couldn't drive by and see it like that. I knew it had potential, and here you are, a couple years later. It's the second season I've seen you eating them.
Yeah, we had no idea that they were going to freeze back like that.
Oh yeah, they freeze. I'm getting the sap all over my arms. Whew. All right, thanks a lot. And then that's the final product. I went ahead and gave it one last little trim job, and we'll see the fruit. Beautiful. Ooh. Beautiful. He's already had several on there. That one's ready to pick. So, ooh, look at the color on that one. Wow, where the sun's been hitting it on that one side at the end of the day. It just turned nice and red. The trunk's got all these lichens on it from when it's inundated with water at the bottom. I swear this thing just stays saturated. It's a really wet spot of the yard. But such an amazing tree, how strong these are. So we're gonna gather up these Scions and we'll try to distribute them. Woo!